accident involved my daughter, happened on June 19th of 2014.
They were T-boned by another vehicle, and the area of impact was to the driver's door of the vehicle, causing extensive structural damage in those areas. After the accident, the customer contacted the at-fault insurance company, which was Allstate in this case. Allstate actually recommended she go to one of their direct repair or network shops to get her vehicle repaired.
I had no reason to believe that they would lead me astray, so we did go to the dealership. They had the car there for about a month. Because my daughter was not at fault at the accident, I took it to K&M Collision to get a post-repair inspection done to make the car was safe for my daughter to drive.
During our inspection of the vehicle, once we examined the vehicle further and more in depth, we noticed that there were substantial issues with the repairs relating not only to the structure but the safety of the vehicle as well. Volkswagen has a very specific way their vehicles are supposed to be repaired. And basically everything that was done to this vehicle was done in contradiction to how Volkswagen said it was supposed to be done. The welding was not done using the equipment that Volkswagen requires you to use when you perform the welds. There were welds in areas where Volkswagen says do not weld. By the vehicle being repaired this way instead of Volkswagen's way, it's no longer structurally safe according to the vehicle manufacturer.
They told me the car was unsafe to drive, and they would recommend me not to put my daughter back in that car.
The vehicle, in Allstate's opinion, was not only repaired properly, but that it had been repaired according to industry standards. So what is this industry standard? It's certainly not anything that Volkswagen has created. It's ultimately something that Allstate has pulled out of thin air in order to justify an improper and unsafe repair on a customer's vehicle.
At that point, I decided to let K&M Collision handle the situation for me, which they did very professionally.
So eventually, the body shop that repaired the vehicle had to actually file a claim with their own insurance carrier. Once the claim was filed with the body shop's insurance carrier, they came out and performed their own inspection of the vehicle.
The Collision Center's insurance carrier agreed with K&M's inspection and their conclusion with what the problems were with the car, and that the car was unsafe to drive.
How is it Allstate could completely disagree with our findings that the repair was unsafe? Yet another insurance company can come in and look at the same documentation and completely agree with our assessment. It's really very simple. Allstate has a relationship with this shop. Had Allstate admitted that their shop performed inferior and unsafe collision repairs to this customer's vehicle, it would be a real liability for Allstate to continue to refer work to this shop. This customer, like many others before him, filed a complaint with the North Carolina Department of Insurance. Yet he was told that this is not something the Department of Insurance handles, or it's not within the scope of their authority. We don't understand how this could be when it clearly relates to an insurance issue. One of the things the department has suggested is that this is an Attorney General's issue within North Carolina. And the AG's office says this is not an AG office issue, this is a Department of Insurance issue. Nobody wants to take responsibility for correcting the issue or even admitting there's an issue. We inspect these vehicles all the time. Countless times we found that there are safety-related issues that could put a passenger, a family, in harm's way. Yet when we bring these issues to congresspeople, to departments of insurance, to the AG's office, nobody wants to do anything about it. It's almost as if everybody wants to ignore the issue until somebody gets injured or killed in a vehicle that was repaired improperly.
For them to think about putting my daughter into a car that had been deemed unsafe was a very unprofessional way to handle this situation. And I'm sure glad I listened to K&M Collision. Definitely get a post-repair inspection, it's well worth it.